is what it do with the whoop whoop. Welcome back to another episode of Uncomfortable Conversations. It is me, it is her, it is she, it is I, Miss Tamika Renee Bly. I got the vibe going because today's episode is going to be about shadow work, affirmations, and everything that has to do with loving up on you. I did a little bit of research and I will offer some tips at the end pertaining to shadow work if anyone wants to start. Alright, let's turn it off because I don't want it to get in the way of the entire episode. So again, welcome back. If you're new, hey. If you're returning, hey, appreciate the support. Okay, we'll get into the affirmations. I hope that everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is in good spirits. Wherever it is you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today for affirmations, I have two. Affirmations for the women and affirmation for the men, okay? The affirmation for the women. I am loved and supported. I am loved and supported. I am loved and supported. Now, the affirmation for my men. It's okay to feel I am human. It's okay to feel I am human. It's okay to feel I am human. Okay. Now, I don't have a quote for today. What I do have is a mantra that I got from, I was watching this interview with the smart guy. If y'all don't know, he's from New York. He's a very self-aware young man, I would say, and he be speaking some stuff. And he said something in an interview that I felt like I needed to share because I often speak about what he said. And you guys probably heard this before. But what he said is, how you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So whether it's you thinking negative thoughts or positive thoughts, whatever it is you're thinking, just keep in mind you're going to attract that. You're going to attract that negative thing or that negative person. So just be mindful of the thoughts that you're thinking. Be mindful of what you're creating in your mind. And also be mindful that those thoughts can become an action. I guess if you're not, like, a thought is a thought until it's put into action. Just don't let the wrong thought become an action. And that's easier said than done, because with that comes self-control and self-awareness, being able to, see, like, okay, this is the thought that I'm having, but I know what the consequences will be if I act on this thought. Simple dimple. So I went to, before I get into the next topic, which is shadow work, I went to Poetry Slam. My birthday twin invited me out to this Poetry Slam. It was so dope. So dope. Um, and we met a young lady, and her vibe is so dope, and we just all connected, and we've been chatting since then. And the other night, she asked about in the group text. She asked about shadow work and affirmation and manifestation. And that's right up my alley. Like, I like to chat about those things, like music to my ears. And it just, like, I got a good feeling. It made me feel really good to know that there are other people who are really interested, in actually doing the work to help themselves, doing the work to heal and strengthen relationships, like it. I love that. I love that. I love, 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 love. um, so shout out to Donna and shout out to Christine. Boo, whoop whoop. What it is, what it do with the whoop whoop, y'all. Thank you for motivating me to speak about these things on this episode. I've spoke about probably a few in the past, but hey, it's resurfaced for a reason. So I thank you girls for bringing it up in the chat. Shout out to y'all. So shadow work. Shadow work, I'm going to give the definition for those who are not aware of what shadow work is. Let me put the blunt down. The definition is, shadow work is a process that involves exploring and integrating the parts of yourself that you repressed or ignored. And basically for the people in the back, all the feelings that you done push deep down, the things that may have bothered you, things that you may have not healed from in your past that you just push deep down, like you have to bring that up when it comes to shadow work. That's the whole point of, I was going to say reinventing, but no, that's the whole point of actually digging deep, turning that mirror on yourself, and facing the things that have hurt you. Right? And again, the goal of shadow work is to recognize and acknowledge the things that you have pushed down deep down inside. So it's not easy to bring to surface some of the things that we may try to forget about, we may want to forget about. Sometimes that thing that we so desperately want to just act like never happened, we have to face that in order to move forward. Like, because you don't know what may happen in your life that may cause you to reflect on something that happened in the past that you have not healed from. Like you may even think like, well, this happened a long time ago. Like I forgot about that, or I healed from that. But then again, a situation happened and it triggers something. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Situation happens and it triggers something, and it brings you back to that thing that you thought that you healed from. And it turns out indeed like, okay, I'm not all the way over this. Let's do some shadow work. Alright. So bam, I gave the definition. The goal is to recognize and acknowledge the benefits. The benefits of shadow work is to identify I'm sorry. Some of the benefits that you will get while doing shadow work is it will help you identify and regulate your emotions. So, while doing my own shadow work, I found that things that I used to, or okay, situations I was in the past that I said did not bother me, indeed bothered me. And I had to go back to those situations to first realize or get a better understanding. Because now I'm looking at the situation through mature eyes, right? So I'm getting a better understanding of when I was in that situation, why it made me feel the way it made me feel. So now I'm facing the emotions head on. And I'm like, okay, so now if I'm faced with a similar situation, I know how to regulate those emotions so that way I don't react the same way. You know? And that's not easy. Like, that takes time. That's why you have to practice. Practice, and I feel like when you're on the journey to doing the work to get yourself right, the universe is going to put you in situations. Let's say you lack patience, the universe is going to hit you with some stuff that may cause you to use your patience. You might find yourself getting frustrated, like, are you kidding me? Like, this is taking too long, or this is crazy, or whatever it is. But then you might be like, you know what? Okay. I see what's going on because I need to work on patience. How am I to work on patience if I'm not hit with things that may cause me to be impatient? You know? Bam. Because the universe is always listening. That goes with, now I can speak about manifestations. Because with manifestations, you put what you want out into the universe. That doesn't mean you're going to wake up and it's going to be there tomorrow, right? Sometimes whatever it is you may be manifesting, you may have to get up and put some work behind that as well. So it may take time, but nonetheless, it's gonna come. If you're someone who is working on being more patient, it's gonna come. Just continue to recognize what triggers you to be impatient. Bam, and work on it, because I'm all for work. Okay, got that out the way. Another benefit that I took from my research while doing shadow work is it will help to boost your self-esteem. So what I took from that is once you realize, let's say you're a person who, because of what you've been through, you may have a negative outlook on yourself. And I don't like that for anybody. I don't like for anybody to not like themselves. Because I feel like, I guess it's easier said than done. I feel like everybody should be in love with themselves. I also understand why some people may be too hard on themselves, or look at themselves like they're not good enough, or I understand that it sucks. I genuinely wish everybody just loved up on themselves and knew, like, I'm the shit, I love me, not in a cocky, conceited way, just humble. So if you're someone who may look at yourself in a negative light, doing shadow work may help you while recognizing what makes you look at yourself in a negative light will help you boost your self-esteem. Also, it'll help create more healthier relationships or strengthen relationships that you already have that may need some work. The self-sabotaging behaviors. A lot of people don't realize they self-sabotage, whether it be at the workplace, whether it be in that relationship, that friendship, whatever it is. A lot of people don't realize they are the reason things don't work out for them. Figure out why you've had so many failed relationships. Figure out why every time you get into this specific setting, it's a problem. Don't, and while doing shadow work, don't get ready to turn that mirror on yourself, because the shadow work is about you and nobody else, right? So it's not, well, I reacted that way because so and so did this. No, we all have a choice. So and so did that, but did we really have to react that way? No, we wanted to react that way. And now look, we out of a damn job, or whatever the situation is. But it's not about so and so made me act this way. It's okay, I could have reacted differently in this situation. And now I'm noticing that it's a pattern. I'm acting the same way in every situation, which is why I get hit with the exact same consequences while acting how I'm acting in every situation. Because, work on you, because sometimes you're the problem. And that's okay. It's not okay if you're okay with being a problem. It's okay if you recognize it and now you're starting to do the work to heal. I gotta make sure I watch what I say. God damn it. Okay. Self-sabotaging behaviors. Let's not be the reason we miss our own blessings. Because again, we do it to ourselves. Also, while doing shadow work, it's important to give yourself the time that you need to do it. Everybody's journey is not going to be the same. We all know this. I'm not saying anything we haven't heard. Give yourself the time that you need to do the work, because it's not going to happen overnight. Rome was not built in a day. Okay. And also, while giving yourself time, I would like to add in show yourself grace and mercy. Because you're taking a step that a lot of people are not yet comfortable taking. So give yourself grace and mercy while also giving yourself the time that you need to do the work to get yourself right. Because you're starting somewhere, Okay. Another thing I got from my research and the things that I've been doing, I just researched because I like to see if it's, first of all, I never want to act like I'm the smartest person in the room. I like to learn, learn me something. I'm here for that. I like to see if there are other things other than what I'm already doing that can help in my healing as well. And I'm here to offer it to y'all. So some of the things that I do when it comes to practicing shadow work is journaling. Write down your thoughts, your feelings, your reaction to things and people. This was really, really good for me when I started journaling. Now, I'm not consistent when it comes to journaling in a book. However, I have a journal on my phone. And I guess it's because, especially when I'm out and stuff, like I don't really want to carry this big ass book. Sometimes I don't even bring a bag, or it just don't fit in a bag. I journal on the phone a lot, and I get prompts at certain points of the day to journal. You know, it'll ask me, how are you feeling overall at this moment? Or how are you feeling overall throughout the whole day, period. So it's like I can either pick this moment or this is the entire day, and I've been feeling like this all day. And I go back sometimes and I look because I want to see if I see a pattern. You know, okay, during 5 p.m. every day, my mood is this way. You know, 7:30 every night, my mood is this way. 10 a.m., like, I want to see if there are patterns. So far, like, it's consistent. I'm always feeling, like, joyful and things like that because I woke up. You know what I mean? I woke up. Okay, so besides that, we have meditate. Meditation is good. Of course, just set some time aside for yourself, some quiet time. If you don't have quiet time, I feel when you start meditating, it may be hard at first, but as you get into it, you will learn how to drown out the outside noise. Like it will come very easy. Just focus on your breathing, most importantly. Everything else, you're not even going to hear what's going on around you when you meditate. But if you're just starting, don't try to... If you're just new to shadow work, affirmations, meditation, manifestations, don't try to do what you see everybody else do. Like, take your time. You know, don't manifest the same things that people manifest. Manifest the shit that you actually want. That's it. You know, when doing affirmations, do affirmations that is going to make you feel good. Do affirmations that when you say them back to yourself, hopefully it put a smile on your face. You know, do affirmations that once you say at the start of your day, it sets the tone for your whole day. Moral of the story is take your time, do it the way you see fit, but make sure the way that you're doing it is indeed helping you and not hurting you. Because the whole goal is to get out of it looking at yourself. If you were looking at yourself in a negative light, of course, to remove the negative lens and now replace that with positive lens. The goal is to not do the work and find that the work is not working. You know, at that point you might need to pay somebody for real. Yeah, so meditate, use affirmations. Okay. And continue to reflect. Continue to reflect. I think reflection is a never-ending thing. Continue to reflect on your process. Continue to reflect on your journey, because you came far. It may have took you some time, but you got here. And that's what matters. You did not, what they say, you didn't come this far to come this far. The goal is to keep on going. And at your own pace. Because who we in a race with? Ourself, I hope, you know. Okay. So, the last thing I have, let me see how I am for time. I'm good. Are we all watching this fight tonight or what? Because I am. I done got me some snacks. Got me a little drinky drink. Of course, I got my little marijuana. And I'm going to watch the fight. And I think it's going to be a good fight. I was looking at what are some questions for people to ask themselves when they are just getting started with doing shadow work. And I picked the 5 that stood out to me, and hopefully it can do something for you guys. Let me just, enjoy this for a second. I put some music on. And scene. Okay. The first question is, what are your core values? The second question is, do you tend to self-sabotage? The third question is, how has a past hurt or trauma shaped your view of yourself? The fourth question is, what relationship pattern has followed you throughout your life? And the last question is, what triggers you and why? And on that note, I thank you guys for tuning in to Uncomfortable Conversations. It is me, it is her, it is she, it is I, Miss Tamika Renee Bly. I hope everybody heals from what it is that you are going through secretly. I hope that everybody loves up on there. So as a matter of fact, everybody give themselves a big hug, because I love me some me. Yes, I do. Whoop, whoop. Call me corny if you want to. I don't give a love up on you. Protect your peace. Follow me on Instagram if you're not following me on Instagram at Uncomfortable Conversations, POD at the end. And practice self-love and self-care, and say affirmations when you wake up every day. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just offering some things that help me. When you wake up, aside from the first thought being, thank you, God, for allowing me to see another day, because somewhere out there, someone did not wake up, I feel set a positive affirmation for the day. And whatever the affirmation is, if you feel yourself getting maybe, let's say, a little flustered at work, a little overwhelmed, a little annoyed throughout your day, whatever it is that you're doing, reflect back on that affirmation and then remind yourself that everything's going to be okay. So take care. Until next time. What it is, what it do with the whoop whoop Uncomfortable Conversations. And I'm out.